School taught you how to memorize, how to follow instructions, how to repeat the correct answer at the correct time, but it never taught you how life actually works. Because real life doesn't reward obedience, it rewards awareness. The first thing school never taught you is this: life does not care how hard you try. It only reacts to what you produce. You can work harder than everyone around you and still fall behind. Not because you failed, but because effort without direction is invisible. School trains effort. Life measures outcomes. And no one warns you about the gap. You're told that if you try your best, things will work out. But in reality, many people try their best every day and still struggle quietly for decades. Because effort alone has no value unless it is aligned with leverage. Another thing school never taught you: being smart is not the same as being useful. You can be intelligent, educated, well-spoken, and still be easily replaced. The world doesn't pay for knowledge. It pays for value under pressure. It pays for skills that solve problems when no one else can. It pays for people who can adapt when the rules change. School rewards knowing the answer. Life rewards finding one when none exists. And that difference destroys a lot of people. School never told you that most success has very little to do with fairness. Life is not a clean competition. It's asymmetric. Some people start with connections. Others start with resources. Others start with confidence they didn't earn but learned early. You were taught to wait your turn. Life rewards those who step forward. You were taught to raise your hand. Life rewards those who speak without permission. And waiting politely often means being overlooked permanently. Another uncomfortable truth: most rules only apply to people without power. School teaches rules as absolutes. Life treats them as suggestions for those who can't afford consequences. The people who rise fastest are usually the ones who understand which rules matter and which ones are flexible. School teaches compliance. Life tests judgment. And if you never learn the difference, you stay trapped. School never explained this either. Stability is often more dangerous than failure. Failure is loud. It hurts. It forces change. Stability is silent. It feels safe. It numbs urgency. Many people don't fail out of life. They fade into routines that slowly erase their ambition. School prepares you to pass exams. Life requires you to notice when you're drifting. And no one will warn you when that happens. Another thing school avoided telling you: most people don't know what they're doing. Adults don't magically become confident. They become practiced at hiding uncertainty. Authority is often performance. Confidence is often repetition, not clarity. The people who seem certain are often just more comfortable being wrong publicly. School creates the illusion that someone is always in control. Life reveals that almost no one is. And once you realize this, you either freeze or you step forward. School also never taught you how loneliness works. Not the kind where you're alone, the kind where you're surrounded and still feel invisible. Adult loneliness doesn't come from lack of people. It comes from lack of honesty, from relationships built on roles instead of truth, from conversations that never go deep enough to feel real. And school doesn't prepare you for that emptiness, because school keeps you constantly surrounded. Life slowly removes the structure, and if you don't build your own, isolation finds you quietly. Another truth school never taught you: time doesn't heal everything. Avoidance does not become wisdom. Time only amplifies patterns. If you avoid hard conversations, time makes relationships brittle. If you avoid difficult decisions, time turns options into regrets. If you avoid responsibility, time does not forgive you. School tells you there's always another chance. Life eventually stops offering them, and it never announces when the last one arrives. School also never taught you how much your environment controls you. Motivation is not a personality trait. It's often a reaction to surroundings. People don't suddenly become lazy. They become trapped in environments that drain momentum. School tells you to try harder. Life works better when you change context, but no one teaches you how to redesign your life. Another dark truth: you will be judged before you are understood. People decide who you are before you explain yourself, not based on truth, but on confidence, tone, timing, and appearance. School pretends fairness exists. Life moves faster than explanations. And by the time you correct a perception, opportunities are already gone. School never warned you that being likable often matters more than being right. Another thing left out: most people stay in situations they hate because discomfort feels scarier than regret. They stay in jobs that drain them, relationships that shrink them, identities they've outgrown. Not because they don't know better, but because uncertainty feels like danger. School trains you to avoid mistakes. Life requires you to survive uncertainty. And if you can't tolerate discomfort, you accept slow decay instead. School also never explained that freedom comes with isolation. When you stop following the script, you lose social approval. When you choose differently, you become harder to understand. And many people choose conformity not because it's right, but because it's lonely to leave. School teaches belonging through sameness. Life rewards differentiation, but the cost is distance. Another truth: no one is coming to save you. Not your degree, not your past effort, not your potential. Life doesn't reward what you could have been. It reacts to what you do consistently. Waiting for clarity often means waiting forever. School tells you to prepare, then act. Life often demands action before clarity appears. And finally, the darkest lesson school never taught you: meaning is not discovered. It's built through responsibility. Happiness fades. Comfort numbs. But responsibility anchors identity. People who feel lost are often avoiding responsibility they already know they need. Not because they're weak, but because responsibility is heavy. School trains you to complete tasks. Life demands you choose burdens. And the burden you avoid becomes the regret you carry. That's the truth school never taught you. Not because it didn't know, but because it couldn't. Because once you understand these rules, you stop waiting for permission, and people who stop waiting are harder to control.